Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but booties really stink the most when you wake up in the morning, bro. Have you ever smelled like? Oh, hey, how you doing? Look, this joint is about fathers versus daughters. That sounds crazy. Um, should sons be raised differently than daughters? Let's just get straight into it, man. Bump all this intro crap that all these YouTubers be doing.
My best friend is a boy. We had this brilliant idea. Let's get a place together. But my dad's not cool with it.
Human nature is like if they're living together, they're gonna hook up sexually.
Yep. Nah, it's true. It's true. I mean, it's a good show though. Let's see, turn joint up a little more.
My name is Rihanna. I'm 20 years old.
Rihanna.
Gabriella, I'm 20 years old.
My name is Seat Lolly. I'm 14.
And I'm really
Whoa.
excited to have this conversation with my dad today.
I'm pretty excited to talk
Oh,
to my dad about
this is their
certain
own dads.
conversations.
I feel a little bit nervous to talk to my dad today.
My relationship with my dad is good. We've been through a lot of stuff together. He
Okay,
raised me on
Rihanna.
his own with no mom. So that has definitely built us stronger together.
Mm-hmm. So this is I didn't know this was going to be daughters and freaking fathers and stuff like that. This actually makes it a little bit I thought they were going to be asking like I feel like that the females, the daughters are not going to be as transparent with their dads. I thought it was just going to talk to random dads. It's going to be random daughters talking to random dads. But this is their own dads. This is going to be a little spicy.
I'm the father of one beautiful and infinitely talented and loving 14-year-old young lady.
My name is Mike. I'm a father of 3 girls.
Hi, my name is Brian. I'm a father of 2.
Once you became a dad, what was your biggest lesson?
That it's the true meaning of our existence. That's the thing I wanted most in my entire life, is to be a father. And
What?
It's everything I've ever expected.
What? Dang, there's a lot of fathers who don't feel the same way. So we brought together fathers and daughters to spark a dialogue about the relationships and struggles they've endured
I'm
together.
Gabriella, and this is my dad, Mike.
I'm Mike, and this is my daughter, Gabriela.
My name is Benjamin, and this is my beautiful daughter, Silani.
Silami.
My name is Seat Lolly, and my dad is Benjamin.
Silali.
Hi,
She
I'm
looked timid.
Rihanna. This is my dad.
Look at your
Brian.
dad. Don't be scared.
This is my daughter Rihanna.
Daughters, please go to the left. Fathers, please go to the right.
Well, why did Julie do this? Just
Step forward if you agree with the statement.
all right. Let's see. Let's see. It's gonna get a little yeah.
Daughters must be raised
Different than
differently
sons. Oh, come on. You know you want to step out there.
It's not so much because of them, but because of the society we live in. But I know if I had a 14-year-old boy and I wanted to send him out to the corner store, I would feel pretty confident in doing that.
Facts,
But
facts.
for my daughter, it's a different situation. It's
Right.
not her fault. It's because of society, like I said.
And here's another thing about it, bro. I'm the oldest of. I have 6 sisters, bro. I have. Let's see, how many sisters? I got 5 sisters. I'm sorry. I have so many sisters. I done forgot. I done lost count. But I'm the oldest brother of 5, and then of 4, and then I have one older sister. But you're naturally protective over females because females aren't the same as dudes in society, like you said. You see what I'm saying? If you go into the corner store, they will, bro. Like, people are savage out here. People will abduct these females. It's a lot of bad stuff that happens. You got to be careful when you're a female. You got to be careful when you're a dude, but when you're a female, you got to be careful out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's just our natural way. We just want to protect. You see what I'm saying? And then I know y'all females going to be like, yeah, well, he ain't asked you to protect us. Yeah, until you get in a situation, then you want us to protect. Y'all, trust me. I've been in situations like that where y'all don't want none of my help. And then when it comes down to somebody stalking you or something going crazy, no shade thrown. I'm just saying, stalking you or going something crazy happening, then you call me, and yeah, I'm there to help, but you should have got my help in the first place and listened to my advice, probably.
I have to be more careful. She's very strong and capable of, defending herself in a lot of ways. But at the end of the day,
She's not as big and strong as a dude.
yeah, and I'm
Exactly,
gonna worry
physically
about that.
different.
So because of that, I feel I have to be more protective of her.
I agree.
And defend her.
I agree. It's exactly the same thing.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. What are you gonna do? You don't look like
So
you physically
I don't have a son.
fit at
I
all.
only have daughters. But if I had a son, I don't think I would raise him any differently. The type of scenario that you're talking about, I completely agree. But I think this world is dangerous for both male and female.
Facts.
One time I was in the 8th grade, and I guess I didn't tell my dad I was going to City Walk with my friends, and I didn't come home.
So she
till,
from
like,
Orlando.
midnight or 11 p.m. and the cops were like all over my block.
I dialed 911. I said, "Hey, my daughter's gone. I don't know where she's at. She doesn't answer her phone."
If it was my brother, because he's 3 years older than me, so at the time I was like 14, he'd be 17, my dad would be like, whatever. You know, if he calls me, he calls me. But if it's me, it's like, oh my God, my daughter is missing.
I think he can be a little overprotective when it comes to like having friends that are guys. I think he assumes a lot, and I think he should just assume the best.
Look at his face.
Me too.
He looking salty.
Guy friends. No, I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't let any boys in our apartment in Burbank, especially not in your bedroom. You know.
And my best friend is a boy. We're very, very, very close. And we're both in between housing situations right now for when we go back to college. We had this brilliant idea. Let's get a place together. We're best friends. We hang out.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was in college, I had an apartment with 2 females that were my friends, and I never had sex with them. Never. It's completely possible. So I am the right person to have a conversation with this about, because I'm married now to my wife, happily married. You know what I'm saying? Got the ring on my finger and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, it is possible to have a relationship with a female and not want to have sex with them. You see what I'm saying? If you're heterosexual, it's possible, but the temptation could still be there. You know what I'm saying? It could still arise. That won't happen if you're a heterosexual dude. If I'm with another dude, that's just not happening. Like if I'm feeling weak, or I'm feeling like vulnerable, or I'm feeling sad because something happened, I'm not about to have an urge to have sex with my male friend. That sounds crazy. But what made us be able to do that is that we're very Christian, and we have certain beliefs and certain boundaries we don't cross. So he was able to live together. I was able to live with them and them with me, 3-bedroom apartment, because we had these Christian values. So we didn't cross those boundaries.
My dad's not cool with it. I'm just not going to challenge it because no reason to.
Why aren't you cool with it, if you don't mind me asking?
Because I think there's a place and a time for everything, and I don't think that I'm ready for her to move in with a guy that I don't know.
And you know, human nature is like, if they're living together, they're gonna hook up sexually.
Something is going to.
What do you mean, whoa?
That's just my opinion.
It just would never happen between. Like, there's no
Yeah.
way ever.
It's true.
Can I ask you
It's
this?
true what she's saying, though.
Let's say you're 20, right? 20 years old. Say you had a 20-year-old son, and he was in a living situation where he wanted to have a female roommate.
I think the
Would you let
answer.
him?
I think the answer is obvious. Okay, because as you said, now I'm gonna go back to agreeing with you that you have to treat it a little differently. But I think if I had a son and he was 20 and he would want to live with a girl, I wouldn't have any objection.
Or would you find it weird if you had a son and he was 20 and he wanted to live with a girl and there was nothing romantic there at all?
No, I wouldn't find it weird.
I know how guys are. You know, when they're young, they got a lot of testosterone.
Woo-wee.
And girls like to tease. It's dangerous for chicks. I mean, they got to really watch their step.
But what if we're just sitting down and we look good? Is that still teasing someone?
Yes. No,
It can be. Depends on what you're doing.
But I feel like girls don't even try doing it intentional. Sometimes people are just good looking.
If you raise them
It's true.
equally, then they'll learn and grow up to see each other as equals instead of like having like misogyny and stuff like that.
I don't know about that.
Completely agree with that.
Me too.
I don't know about that. This society is too effed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though that sounds pretty and that sounds cool, and trust me, I would like equal rights for women just like men and things like that. Like, I really feel like women are, it's not fair, a lot of the ways women are treated in the society. But, you know, I don't think if you just raise them both the same, that's going to solve the problem to be equal. Like, it's other systematic things that's going on. You know what I'm saying? The reason why women aren't treated the way they're supposed to be treated in the society, as far as a lot of things.
It kind of puts the onus on the girls to stop that gross behavior when the onus is on the boys and the people who are raising them and the media that they're watching.
What would you say is the biggest challenge for you two?
Probably something like communication, him just understanding how I feel, and sometimes that I don't agree with things that he thinks.
Hey,
Recently,
they must have had a good mic on
decided
her.
I wanted to live with my mom because
She's
I just feel
whispering.
a lot of intent.
She is whispering. They must have had a really good mic on her, because she is whispering, bro. Like, man, I'm glad y'all turned the gain up on her mic, because goodness gracious.
It might be a little awkward.
Wait. She said it's awkward being around her dad?
Recently, I decided I wanted to live with my mom because I just get a lot of intense anxiety around him, and it might be a little awkward.
What?
I struggle to communicate my feelings to my family.
Oh, look at you saw how the dad was looking though.
A lot of the times, I just don't know how my dad will react to some of my feelings, and I just I don't like for him to see me upset because I know it upsets him a lot. I do remember very vividly one time him telling me that whatever my energy is, he's gonna put the same energy back. I remember he told me that one time, and it kind of just stuck with me, and I always think about it. So I'm always thinking, what do I say? How do I put myself, like, when I'm angry and stuff?
Oh, wow. She exposing her dad. Her dad's like, well, you
I feel like
get,
I've been a very
whoop your
open
butt.
father and understanding.
When you
And
get out of
I try
here.
to let her know that I'm not going to judge her. I'm not here to judge her. I'm here to help her. I definitely feel that she doesn't feel comfortable expressing herself to me fully. And it's so strange, you know, because we grew up so close. We grew up so close. Like, we were together all the time. I feel like when she became a teenager, it was like, all that changed, everything. It was like an alternate universe. Like, what is this? What is going on?
She's going through her
Just have
changes.
to give her some space.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's she'll come back
I
around.
guess it scares me a lot to disappoint him.
That makes sense, but just know that you're never going to disappoint me.
All right.
Nothing you do will ever disappoint.
Listen, this is not a. I like what's going on right now, but this is not a psychiatry session right now. This is about, should sons be raised differently than daughters? I love this little beautiful kumbaya moment, but let's get back to the topic at hand, okay?
I love you infinitely for who you are, and I accept you fully for who you are.
Look at her over here. I wish my thing wouldn't freeze when I look at her. Look, watch her.
For who you are.
Look, she is uncomfortable. She's like, okay, this is getting a little. Look at her. She is like rubbing her head, like,
I love you unconditionally, okay?
Let's get back to the topic at hand.
Sorry.
It's okay, love. It's okay. Yeah.
This is a safe space. Nah, it's good. This is
You don't
good.
disappoint me. You never will.
I didn't really have my mom to run to when I started my period, like all the girl things, literally, like, yeah, I see my mom here and there, but my dad took custody of me at such a young age, so that made us, like, have a really strong relationship. He's also, like, my best friend. I tell him everything. I tell him who I'm dating, this and that. And the cool thing is about him is, like, dads could be like, don't do this, don't do that, but if anything, he just gives me really good advice.
That's really sweet.
She hides about 20% of stuff from me, and I hide about 20% from her. She doesn't tell me everything because I don't want to.
All right, that's the end of this daggone video. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Look, should sons be raised differently than daughters? Yes, the answer is yes. If you disagree, you can leave a comment and stuff like that, but the answer is yes. They can just dragging this one on. I mean, obviously, we already see what this is. The question was already answered like within the first 2 to 3 minutes. So I apologize for taking you through the whole video. I only went through half, but I apologize for taking you through more of the video when it was already done. You see what I'm saying? So anyway.